M. Ravindran of class 9A. I'm going to present you the topic the Black Death, aka the plague. So what is the Black Death, you may have asked. So what happened to this event? What did really happen? These are all the questions you might have asked. So that's what I'm gonna present you right now. The origin, the symptoms, all those type of things I'm gonna tell you right now. First off, topic origin. So the Black Death most likely originated in Central Asia or East Asia, from where it travelled along the Silk Route, reaching Crimea by 1347 to 1351. Crimea. So what really did do this sentence tell? This sentence tells that the Black Death originated in the Asian continent. So it travelled to Europe via Silk Route, reaching Crimea. Where is Crimea, you might have asked? Crimea is the current Ukraine region. So from there it was most likely to be carried by fleas or the black rats that travelled on Geno's merchant ships, spreading throughout the Mediterranean basin and reaching Africa, Western Asia and rest of Europe. So carried by fleas and black rats along the boats and carts, it travelled all around the parts like Africa, Western Asia and the rest of Europe, you might have known. Next slide. Next topic, causative agent. So what caused the Black Death? So the Black Death, aka also known as the plague, is caused by an infectious disease caused by a bacteria. So this disease is caused by a bacteria known as Yersinia pestis. These bacteria are mainly found in rodents, particularly in rats, and in the fleas that they feed on. So other animals and humans usually contract the bacteria and rodents or flea bites. So basically these fleas and rodents are the vectors that spreads. It contains these Yersinia pestis bacteria. And also, by the way, this bacteria is zoonotic bacteria, means this bacteria can be found in the zoo animals and all those type of animals you might have known. Next topic, the aftermath. The aftermath of the pandemic. So what really happened after these years, after this pandemic? So historically, plague destroyed an entire civilization in the 1300s. The Black Death, as it was called, killed half of the entire population of Europe, between 20 million to 30 million death approximately. So this bacteria killed an entire civilization in the 1300s in the Europe continent. The death was likely to be between 20 million to 30 million, which is in the Indian language, which means to 2 crore to 3 crores. So it killed like 12 million people in China. So it kind of basically came from China. So it killed 12 million people, which is like 1.2 crores people in China. The Black Death were many varied. Trade suffered for a time and wars were temporarily abandoned. Many laborers died, which devastated the families through lost means of survival and caused personal sufferings. So because of this Black Death, trade suffered. Those trading this, though in those days there weren't money. Instead of money, they used trades, like trading opium for gold for silver, like those kind of things. So at that time, because of this bacteria, those tradings were cut off, and wars were temporarily abandoned. For example, if we say Roman Empire goes with war against Greece, because of this bacteria, the wars were abandoned. So they technically did not fight the war. And also many laborers died, which devastated the families. So many laborers died. No laborers means no building or construction of any monuments or any things. Also families suffered personal sufferings and did not have any food or any help to grow. So next off, anti-Semitism greatly intensified through Europe as Jews. So anti-Semitism, what is this anti-Semitism? It's a thought, it's an ideology, it's a belief that the Jews had spread this bacteria to entire Europe. So many Jews were killed or burned at the stake. So technically many Jews were killed or have been burned because of the ideology. Next off. Next is symptoms. Bubonic plague. People may experience pain in areas. So, first of all, what is this symptoms? Many people have been asking me what are the symptoms for these type of things. So, the symptoms is pain in areas like in the abdomen, muscles, cough can be found with blood. Whole body may fever from fever, chills, fatigue, or malaise. In the gastrointestinal regions, diarrhea, nausea, and vomit may occur. Also, common bleeding, delirium, which is a disturbed state of mind, headache, pleurism. The pleurism means thick viscous substance in the respiratory passage, shortness in breath, swollen and lymph node in nasal passage may be found, which means that pain in areas like in the abdomen or muscles. So pain can be found here and in the muscles like hands and in the legs part like that. And also cough can be found with blood. So also we can see that cough can be found with blood, which means that if he coughs, he technically spits blood type of format, type of things, and whole body may fever from fever, chills, fatigue, or malaise. So fever, so he might have fever, chills, fatigues like headaches, like right here. So all those type of things, and also in the gastrointestinal regions. Gastrointestinal regions means technically he has pain in the gastrointestinal regions, which is like in the intestine, small intestine, large intestine, that type of things. So yeah, and also diarrhea, nausea, and vomit. So you might have diarrhea, which is like constipation, nausea, feel nausea, dizziness, and vomit. Also common bleeding, delirium. Delirium means disturbed state of mind, headache, pleurism, all those type of things. So next what is the next topic? The next topic is prevention. So the last and final thing is prevention. So the prevention techniques are: get rid of the piles of leaves, wood, rocks where animals might make their homes. Use bug repellent, but DEET is technically a chemical to prevent flea bites when going for a hike or camping. Wear gloves if you have touched wild animals, alive or dead. Use flea control sprays or other treatments on your pets. This is current techniques. These are modern techniques because these bacteria, these diseases exist till today. That's why these are modern techniques are created right now. So what they are told is that get rid of piles of wood. So if you have like a garden or any backyard, so you should really want to get rid of this woods or rocks or leaves, because many fleas and like insects used to make nest or home in those type of things. So you might have want to remove them or you are in trouble. And also use bug repellent. So bug repellent, insect repellent, mosquito repellent, all these type of things, and you have to use to prevent flea bites. And also wear gloves if you touch. So if you want to touch an animal, a deer or an antelope, it's better to wear type of gloves, or you are in trouble. Use flea control sprays or other treatments on your pets. So the pictures you are seeing right now was the mask in those days, in those era. So right now we have a easy and fixable small mask, but in those days these were the mask. No, I know it's a little weird because it's looking like crow type of things, and also these are the insects and rodents through which the bacteria may be contracted and be spread, like pigeons, rodents, spider, flea, like mosquitoes and other bugs. So yeah, thank you for your cooperation and interaction. That's all from me, M. Ravindran of class 9A, signing off. Thank you.